Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Viras Touch. So in the last video, I did a review of Brustro Artist Gouache paint set. It was my first time with gouache and I really enjoyed myself. I received two feedbacks after my last video. First was that we had never worked with gouache, so thank you for introducing us to it. And the second one was that volume was a bit fluctuating. So I'm new to this video making thing, so that was bound to happen sometime. But dun, dun, dun. So I hope it will solve the problem today and I'll be loud and clear in today's video. So today we are going to make another gouache painting. Last time what I did was just a quick landscape that I had not planned actually. When once I started unboxing the gouache paints, I thought that I should make another painting and I should try it because it was new and fun. But today I thought that I'll try to recreate my old acrylic painting in gouache and let's see how the difference turns out to be. So I'll start with pouring colors in my palette. It's an old palette, I'll have to clean this up. And then I'll start with wetting the paper. So this is a watercolor paper, more than 300 GSM, so it holds a lot of water. And I thought I'll start with wet on wet technique, where basically the paper is also wet and the paint that you're putting on it is obviously wet, so that automatically spreads and you don't have to waste a lot of paint on it. So since this is a waterfall, I think the water should flow and I think that will give the effect that I desire, but let's see. So now I'll just put some strokes of the river water. So this is a flat water basically on ground, so this has to be horizontal. When you make the waterfall, that is vertical, but this will be horizontal. So now you can see that I'm just putting some strokes of blue here. This is cobalt blue, and as you can see at the bottom part, I'll make it more darker because if you see the final painting, the light comes from the center. So from our perspective, the water beneath will be darker. So I'll basically right now also that's blue, but later I'll add some black or Peruvian blue to it so that it turns a bit dark. From the sides as well, bit dark. From the center, it will be a highlighting portion, so it will be white. I don't want to use white in it. I am used to watercolors now, so I'm used to leaving paints wherever required, but I can add white to this, but I don't want to. Let's see how it turns out to be. So as you can see, I have started with the vertical strokes. These are basically the rocks that are beside the waterfall. This is actually not the waterfall. The water will be falling from the center, so that's why we have kept the white portion in the center. These are the rocks. This is Peruvian blue, my favorite, my absolutely favorite color. Like if I could just paint the entire world in this color, that would be just perfect. This is perfect for midnights, waters, just everything basically. And since I'm adding water to it, you can see that this is fading also, but in acrylics this color looks really beautiful. It gives out a bit of green vibes as well, so you can add your sea colors can be of Peruvian blue and a mixture of teal and Peruvian blue. So like you can see that the center portion, I am not painting that right now because that has to be light. I am when I painted this with acrylics, I did a mixture of white and cobalt blue, but today I think I'll use that teal blue that is available in this set, and I'll see how that basically blends with the other colors. So I added teal blue here because I wanted some light colors and I don't want to mix white just right now. I think this will do the work. I have added a little more water to the brush to give it that faded look basically. Very less paint and a lot of water, so I don't have to use white anymore. Now I'm just going to go ahead and blend these paints. So like you can see, acrylics once they dry, they are plastics, so whatever you do on top of it, that doesn't matter. But the same is not the case with gouache that much as I expected. because here once the paint dries you can obviously overlap and layer on it, but still it's water so it'll mix a bit. So like you can see here, I'm not able to blend it perfectly the way it would have been possible with acrylics. So it's time to add some more splashes now. So I'm just taking white, I'm not mixing it with any color. This is pure white, titanium white basically. And like you saw, I did not use any whites to lighten the blue. This was very highlighting in acrylics. This is not exactly what I expected with gouache. And here also the texture of this paint is very creamy, so I do need a little water, but once I use water it starts blending. So not exactly what I expected, but okay, good for learning. I'll add some highlights. Since the paint is very creamy, I'm having a hard time actually using it exactly because the painting is not dried completely, so it's blending along with that. Patience is the virtue, and I don't have it, obviously. I'm not going to add a lot of details to this painting because I just wanted to try out the difference between acrylics and gouache, and I'm sure that I can see that. Little highlights in the water falling. So see, again I added white and that was showing very abruptly. So when I started to blend, the other paint alongside is also blending because it's watercolor, so they're merging together. I'll add some more dark Peruvian blue at the edges. See, it'll all blend. It's not like acrylic exactly, like you cannot layer it. Once the painting is dried you can layer it, but as soon as you add water again the layer beneath will start blending along with it. I think I should be done by now. Little dark. I think it's time to add black now. It's time to add some splashes. So this is just a dry brush. I put like I dipped white in white, and the very prominent white I'm just going to put in the center because I don't want the splashes at the edges to be very bright. So highlighted white in the center, and whatever is remaining will be towards the edges of the waterfall. So I'm just going to add some white highlights to give that baby effect. That's all, and I think I'm ready. Thank you for being with me in today's video. I love painting this waterfall again, but to be honest, I like my acrylic painting more. And I'll tell you why. Now that the painting has dried, I definitely see that it has become very matte. With acrylics, there is a shiny factor to it. So even if you look at it from a farther distance, basically you can see the water splashing, and that the effect comes very lively. But since this is water based, this has dried out to become very matte. So definitely lesson learned that every medium has its own USP, and I should definitely try to make more gouache relevant paintings and not try to recreate my old acrylics with gouache. And if you like this, then please don't forget to hit like and share it with someone who wants to try gouache painting, and subscribe my channel to find more such art stuff in future. And also I wanted to inform you that on my Instagram page you'll find the real version of this painting, basically the acrylic version of this painting that inspired me to try this on gouache. So if you want to check that out, that link is also added in my description. And also there is a giveaway running on my Instagram page, so if you want to participate in it, please go to my Instagram and participate in that giveaway. It is going to end on 1st August, so hurry up. Till then, bye.